Hey everyone, and welcome! If you're just starting your journey with Python, you've come to the right place. Today, we're tackling the single most fundamental concept in programming, variables. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll understand what they are, why they're so important, and how to use them like a pro. Let's get started.
So, what is a variable? The simplest way to think about a variable is as a labeled box or a container in your computer's memory. You can put some data inside this box and give it a name. Whenever you need that data, you just call it by its name. For example, we can create a box, put the number 25 inside it, and label it age. In Python, it looks like this. Here, age is the variable name, equals is the assignment operator, and 25 is the value we are storing.
You might be wondering, why not just use the number 25 directly? Great question. Using variables makes our code readable. Total price equals item price plus tax is much clearer than $11.99 equals 10 plus 1.99. Reusable. If you need to use the same value multiple times, you can just use the variable name. Easy to maintain. Imagine you have the price of a product scattered all over your code. If the price changes, you'd have to find and replace every single one. With a variable, you just change it in one place. See? Much cleaner.
All right, let's write some code. Variables can hold all sorts of data. Let's create a few different types. First, an integer, which is a whole number. Next, a float, which is a number with a decimal point. How about some text? That's called a string. We use quotes for strings. And finally, a Boolean, which can only be true or false. These are great for tracking states. To see what's inside our variables, we use the print function. Python automatically knows the type of data you stored. We can check this with the type function. This is super useful for debugging your code. Now for the fun part. We can use these variables to perform operations. Here's a cool concept. Every piece of data in Python has a unique ID, which is its address in memory. The ID function shows us this.
This shows us that username isn't the data itself, it's just a name pointing to that data's location in memory. You can't just name your variables anything you want. There are some rules and some best practices. The rules. A variable name must start with a letter or an underscore. It cannot start with a number. It can only contain letters, numbers, and underscores, A to Z, 0 to 9, and underscore. No special characters like exclamation, at, or H tag. Variable names are case sensitive. Let's look at case sensitivity. Age, and AGE are three completely different variables. Conventions make your code readable for you and other developers. The Python community strongly recommends one style, but let's look at the three main ones. Snake case, all lowercase with words separated by underscores. This is the official convention for Python variables and functions. PascalCase, the first letter of every word is capitalized. This is usually used for naming classes in Python. CamelCase, the first word is lowercase, and the first letter of every subsequent word is capitalized, common in other languages like JavaScript. Again, for Python variables, always try to use snake case. It makes your code look and feel Pythonic. Sometimes you might want to remove a variable from memory. For that, we use the del keyword. And we get an error message. This is because the variable score has been completely deleted. It no longer exists. And that's it. You now have a solid understanding of variables in Python. The best way to learn is by doing. So open up your code editor and start creating your own variables. If this video helped you, please hit that like button. Subscribe for more beginner-friendly Python tutorials. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and happy coding!